we've got more breaking news coming in. A non-bailable warrant has been issued against former Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa of the BJP in connection with a POCSO case. Now, Yediyurappa stands accused of molesting a 17-year-old girl. Yediyurappa has protested that these charges are a conspiracy to defame him and to entangle him in a case that he cannot get out of. He's also applied for anticipatory bail, for which a hearing will come tomorrow. He also asked for a switch in the dates where he needs to appear before the investigating committee. But a non-bailable warrant has now been issued against the BJP strongman and former Chief Minister of Karnataka, B.S. Yediyurappa. And let's go across to our reporters, Sagai Raj and Nagarjun Dwarkanath, with us live. Naga, to you first. A non-bailable warrant being issued in a POCSO case against Yediyurappa. You had the Home Minister of Karnataka saying, an arrest can happen. With this non-bailable warrant, is an arrest inevitable? Take us through what the options are.
In fact, the legal experts are saying that the arrest would have been done much before as well, because considering it's a POCSO case, any POCSO case, the arrest will happen immediately. But considering how the complainant has filed 60-odd cases against all influential IPS officers, politicians, and termed to be a habitual complainant against powerful people, so there was a sense of suspicion initially, in fact. But I just spoke to the lawyer of Yediyurappa, Mr. Sandeep Patil. He's saying that this is clear-cut political vendetta because Rahul Gandhi was summoned to Bengaluru on a defamation case filed by BJP. That is the reason now the government has woken up and approached the court on a non-bail and got a non-bailable warrant against Yediyurappa. Most likely he might be arrested is what the police sources are saying. Tomorrow, the hearing of Yediyurappa will come up in High Court on anticipatory bail as well as the quashing of the FIR under CRPC 482. That will be the big update for Yediyurappa tomorrow. But if at all he gets arrested before 2:30, the anticipatory bail will automatically collapse because his arrest is already done. He'll have to go through the regular bail plea then. As of now, he's in Delhi. The BJP and the advocate of Yediyurappa are saying that this is political vendetta, nothing else, that Rahul Gandhi came to Bangalore, hence Yediyurappa is being targeted. But to put away all the political angles, the legal opinion is that POCSO case arrest is imminent.
Okay, so tit-for-tat use of law and order is what is being alleged right now. Vendetta politics and conspiracy politics is what Yediyurappa is alleging. The complainant in this case, as Naga reports, has filed similar charges against many influential people in power as well. But the charges are serious, and that's why the law enforcement machinery must act accordingly. Sagai Raj is also live with us. Sagai, the Home Minister, the vendetta issue aside, the Home Minister of Karnataka has also said, if wrongdoing is established, then an arrest can happen. It doesn't matter who Mr. Yediyurappa is. It's looking possible that an arrest might actually happen. Like Naga said, the anticipatory bail is where all of this will finally hinge. Mr. Yediyurappa also has sought time to appear. But is it possible that things might move quickly now towards a possible arrest?
Absolutely, and if you notice the statement of G. Parmeshwar when this particular case was registered, that was on March 15, he said that the complainant is mentally retarded and he has registered 60-odd complaints against influential people, as Nagarjun was telling. And if you notice today's statement, it is quite contrast to the statement that he has made on that day, where he clearly says that it is an investigating process where the CIT have to file the charge sheet, because whenever you register a complaint within 3 months, they have to file a charge sheet, and it is close to 3 months, and they are about to do their duty, and that is one of the reasons that the CID is have applied for a non-bailable warrant against B.S. Yediyurappa, and if it is required, he will get arrested. And Shiv, if you need to understand the seriousness of POCSO case. If there is any kind of POCSO case which has been registered against anybody, the arrest has been made immediately. They don't get any kind of immunity when it comes to these kind of POCSO case. But In these many years, I have seen only B.S. Yediyurappa got away in this kind of cases, and even at that point of time, government did not make any noise. Even the ministers as well as the MLAs within the government did not talk about B.S. Yediyurappa.
But Sagai, has anyone else been arrested in the, in the allegations made by the complainant in this case? Naga was telling us that similar complaints have been made by a variety of influential people or people in power. Has anyone been arrested so far?
If you see the special public prosecutor's argument in the court, initially we thought it was only B.S. Yediyurappa who has involved in the case. But the public prosecutor has categorically mentioned that there is accused number 2 and accused number 3, where they even tried to bribe the woman, the mother of the victim, up to 2 lakh rupees. And when she refused to accept that money, they forcefully kept the money to her and said that you can keep this as a loan and you can return whenever you want. So, according to the public prosecutor, there are 2 more accused who try to influence the complainant as well as delete the evidence. They will try to delete the video that she has recorded, which has already gone viral on social media, uploaded by her mother. So far, we don't have any information about the arrest, but there are more accused involved with this. The accused are the close associate of B.S. Yediyurappa, who try to influence the complainant as well as try to destroy the evidence which was recorded in her mobile phone. So far, the Home Minister have not spoken about the other accused, or the investigating officers have not spoken about it. But only in the hearing inside the court, we get to learn that there are more people involved in this apart from B.S. Yediyurappa.
Okay, Sagai and Naga, thanks very much for that. As you can see, it's begun to rain in Bengaluru, some respite from the summer. But here's what Home Minister Parameshwara has just told India Today about the possibility of Yediyurappa's arrest.
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅವರಿಗೆ 15ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಒಳಗಾಗಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಅಷ್ಟರೊಳಗಡೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಅವರನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ಸ್, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಿಲ್ಲ.
ಜಾಮೀನು ರಹಿತ ವಾರಂಟ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಜಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವ್ರು ಮಾಡೋದು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಸ್ವಾಭಾವಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ,
ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು SITನವರು. ಅವರಿಗೆ अगत्य ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅನಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
येडियुरप्पा के बारे में क्या है सर, उनके SIT समन्स दिया है तो उसके बारे में
CID has summoned him multiple times and they have filed an application seeking for his arrest warrant. Sir, how do you react to it?
Well, it is a question of law. Law will take its own course.